Hi, all signs, and welcome to Esoteric Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I'll be doing your 4 ACES reading. For those of you who haven't been here before, then welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on this video and trusting me with your energy. And for those of you who have been here before, then welcome back. Doing things a little bit differently today. Before we jump into the readings, I just want to give you a little overview of the astrology that's heading our way this week, as the intention for these readings are for the next week or two, and as above, so below. So what's going on up there will affect us down here, especially with today or even yesterday moving officially into Aquarius season. So we are temporarily until next year waving goodbye to Capricorn season. Our lovely happy Cappies, I hope you had a wonderful birthday, and it was a really productive Capricorn season for me personally, clearing away loads of old stuff physically from my house that I didn't need. Also just people, situations that were no longer serving, and I could see it out in your cards as well. A lot of people changing things up, saying no to the things that are providing value or giving back in their lives that are helping to move forwards and stopping old habits dragging us backwards. And what that's done is really set the stage for us to welcome in new, fresh, innovative energies that always come along with the Aquarian energy. We're also seeing Mercury conjuncting Mars in Aquarius as well this week, so expect some very sharp, sometimes unexpected and surprising communication coming through for you guys. So some of you who may be in no contact situations, you might be someone may be breaking that contact, or you might have people you've not spoken to in a long time come forwards. Or for those of you who are struggling with communication with a significant other or someone else in your life, this is really the best time this week to address those issues, to set boundaries, to look at ways that you can work collaboratively, because Aquarian energy really promotes teamwork, especially with the clearer energies coming through and the more directive energies coming through from that Mercurian energy, which is being supported by Mars at this time. And as well, we are seeing Neptune round up its energy in Pisces. It's going to be leaving the Pisces energy in the next couple of days, so it's a really great time to be tying up any loose ends, as it will clear up any confusion. And it's also a great time for anything that you have been thinking about or wishing for or hoping or dreaming for, to start planning into how to bring that into reality. For those of you who are manifesting a physical abundance in your life, now is the time to lay down those intentions, and if you haven't done so yet, then I suggest getting started soon. So I suspect that we will probably see a lot of these themes come up in the cards today for the collective. I really wouldn't be surprised. And before jumping in, I am going to just do a brief overview of what the 4 ACES mean for those of you who haven't been here before, and then we will go on to the main readings, which will be Aries all the way through to Pisces. Just before I do, I just want to announce some new channel updates. So you may have seen on the community tab that I have changed the schedule slightly for all of the readings. This is in response to YouTube changing its algorithm, which I was not aware of at all. Apparently the algorithm change, it happened around September time, but smaller channels such as myself didn't get the ricochet effect until a little bit later on. So I was wondering why my views are kind of throttled downwards during December. It was kind of a bit of a slow grind, and then we're picking up a little bit here in January. But just to assist the algorithm rather than working against it, I've decided to set readings like today having its own day by itself. And the old schedule we were getting, it was Cancer, Leo and Virgo were all being released on the same day as the 4 ACES all signs, which essentially means you're getting 2 readings in one day. I thought it would be better if each had its own energy to breathe, as well as the 4 ACES having its own energy to breathe, and also the algorithm can really pull them apart and distinguish them from each other a lot better and get the videos to who that needs to see them the most. So if you check the community tab, you'll see the new schedule. I will be doing I'll be releasing 4 placements on Tuesday, 4 placements on Thursday, and 4 placements on a Friday as well. So basically, some of you are just going to get your readings a day earlier than usual. The rest of you, it will pretty much remain the same. And then of course, Sunday Timeless Check-in will remain on a Sunday as well, as I think it's just a really great day to do a little check-in with everyone, see how your weekend's been, and then give you a little heads up for the energy for the week ahead. And the second update I have is that we're officially introducing Instagram to the family. Yeah, we are now live on Instagram. I've only done a few posts there. We've actually got a really good response. We've actually got quite a few likes and some subscribers just from Instagram alone. So it would be really, really great if you could pop over there. Those of you who use Instagram, and just give me a little follow. That would be wonderful. It really helps the channel to grow. And as the channel grows, I can get more content out to you. I can get more readings out to you. I can get more messages out to you as well. Okay, collective. Well, that's it for the channel. I've actually got a ton of updates. It seems to have been weeks, so I didn't really have anything. And then just like buses, all the updates come at once. So I'm just going to jump straight into the readings now because I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary, guys. Thank you so much for your energy here. And those of you who wish to have a little overview of the 4 aces, then you just stay on. We're going to jump into that right now. For everybody else, I'll see you over at your timestamp. Hello and welcome to the channel. Those of you who are new here to the 4 aces, I thought I'd just do this little segment separately because what I was doing in the early days was explaining the 4 aces in each of the segments, which makes it very, very repetitive viewing if you are watching for cross-watching for different signs. So I just have this standalone segment to go through what the spread means, as it's not the most common spread, but I do find it to be one of the most insightful. So we start over here with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is mental clarity. It's what you're thinking about. It's what's on your mind. It's a great to start with the swords because it's the easiest and clearest way to identify whether or not this is your reading. Then we go into the Ace of Cups. That's your heart's desire, it's your passion, it's your creativity. We will see themes of love. We'll also see healing and heartbreak in here as well, if that's present in your energy, and I'm picking up on it. But it's also things that you may be drawn towards. So we'll look at creative projects, passions of yours, things that motivate and move you. Then we go into the Ace of Wands. That is your intent, that is your spirit, that is your, well, also desire. Depending on what kind of reading it is. It shows me what you want to move towards. It could also show me what is moving towards you as well. And then we go into the Ace of Pentacles. They're your real world tangible results. They're things here in the 3D that you can touch, hear, smell, taste, feel. But it also represents money. And so we may see themes around work, inheritance, savings, so maybe people at work as well. So I usually do that at the end. It gives us a really nice concluded wrapped up energy for us there. After I do that, I then go into pulling opportunities and challenges for each of the aces. That's just to show you what's coming towards you, and it's all energy that is supposed to move you from where you are now to where it is that you want to be. And then as usual, I close off the reading with some advice from the universe. I set the intention for the readings for your sun, your moon, your rising and your Venus placements. I highly recommend that you watch for all 4 of them. Between all 4, you can pretty much get yourself a personalized reading by taking what resonates and leaving the rest. And with that, I'm going to jump into Aries now. So those are Arians. Arians, it's not really a great word, is it? Aries people. Just stay on with me and we'll jump straight into it. For everyone else, I'll see you over at your timestamp. Thank you so much and take care. Okay, Aries, welcome to your 4 aces reading. I'm just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 aces, please check the timestamp where I describe what is new and what it's all about. For everyone else, let's see what's going on, what's on your mind, and we're setting the intention for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Okay, can I see Ace of Swords for Aries, please? The Ace of Swords for Aries. The Ace of Swords for Aries, please. The Ace of Swords for Aries, please. The Ace of Swords for Aries. The Ace of Swords for Aries. Oh, the 9 of Cups. Nice. Justice. And the 9 of Swords. Oh, I love it when that happens. 9 to 9. You've balanced something out in your energy, Aries, and you've basically transmuted the energy of like despair, depression, sadness, something that's being all up in your head, into what can actually make you happy. You flip the switch on it, Aries, and I'm very impressed by that. You know, it's not easy to do. If this isn't resonating with you, then please check another placement. I'm sure you will find yourselves in there somewhere. But for the Aries that are staying on, let's take a little deeper dive and look into your Ace of Cups. Okay, can I see the Ace of Cups for Aries, please? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. You're either in the energy of transmuting that or you've already done it. You've like, right, okay, I know I'm sad. Where can I channel my sadness? some of you that might look like going to the gym, eating well, making new friends. You're determined to find your happiness, Aries. I like it. The Ace of Cups, yeah, Ace of Pentacles. You're wanting a new opportunity, a new beginning. The Two of, let's say the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups, yeah. Sorry, Aries, we had a little technical glitch. No, you're really, you want to balance your energies out. You want a clear direction. You want a new beginning. You're tired of back and forth. You're tired of instability. You're tired of being mentally pushed and pulled all over the place. You're like, no, you've actually made a plan. You've actually picked something that you want to do, and you're going to go make it happen. Okay, let's make sure we're the right way around, Aries. Okay, the Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands, just making sure we're all still good. I'm using a new recording software, Aries, and it's making me paranoid. Sorry. Ace of Wands. Yeah, there you go. And there you go. You're set to work on it. The Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Chariot. You feel so compelled to move in this new direction. It's a breath of fresh air, literally, with the Eight of Wands. You may be collaborating with somebody. I see communication here. If not, that is the universe going, yes, 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 Aries, go for it. You are on the right path. And off to go out you go. Beautiful. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. This is almost like an innate pull from within. Lots of motivation here, Aries. Great. Okay, and then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Yep, the Four of Swords. We've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Yes, nice. You are not letting anyone stand in your way. You're like, this path is aligned to me. If anyone wants to slow me down, they can get out of my way. You're not suffering fools gladly. You're loving yourself and you're loving life. Wonderful. Okay, let's put up some challenges or opportunities for Aries, please, in each of the areas. Starting with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. This was a very clear and concise reading, Aries. Thank you. I mean, sometimes people think, oh, my reading was too short. It's not the length of the reading, it's the quality. Sometimes messages come through so strong that it doesn't need much energetic untangling, whereas some are like very, very messy. Take a little bit longer to get out the murkiness. So as long as you get your message, Aries, we're all good. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords, please? Yeah, death. We've got death. Well, it's on its side like this. It's a death process. So you're waving goodbye to something old, which actually I think that caused you a lot of stress. That will put you in the Nine of Swords energy there, Aries. You've let go of stuff very in keeping with the energies that are surrounding us at the moment. Coming out of Capricorn season, which demands of us a lot of clearing of people, places, situations that aren't serving us. But that doesn't mean it's not painful to let it go, Aries. But you did the work, you made the sacrifice, you knew what wasn't good for you. That justice is supporting this message, okay? You know what you need to do to make yourself happy and what isn't serving you, and you basically just cut the rope on a lot of things that just weren't good for you anymore, Aries. Okay, challenges and opportunities for some of you may still be in that process. That's why death is on its side. So some of you might still have some lingering feelings or sadness from the things you've had to let go, and also the uncertainty of the future. You know, a little bit of fear from that. But I see you going for it anyway, so I'm not worried about you, Aries. I'm not worried. Okay, the Ace of Cups there, please, for Aries. The Six of Swords in its side, literally upside down in reverse. My words out, Aries. And that's what I was worried about. This is mental, swords are mental energy. So I don't see you going running back to old people, old habits, old places, but your mind has a tendency to drift back there. That's just kind of slowing you down, Aries. Some of you may be tempted to go back. I miss them. And that's totally human, Aries, totally human. But you might find your thoughts going backwards and thinking on what was and all of that. But again, still, that's just a little heads up from the universe. Energetically, there's way too much energy pushing you forwards at the moment, Aries. So I'm not worried about that. That's quite normal. And then we've got the Ace of Wands. We've got the Ace of Wands, please. We've got the Ace of Wands. This one. Two of Pentacles on its side. So yeah, you're not going to master this new thing overnight. So here you're showing me you're tired of some kind of instability going on in your life. You want to do something to change it. Well, that always happens, Aries, when we leap into something new, is we can't become unstable again. That's because we're learning something new, okay? We're learning a new way of life. We're learning a new way of being. We're learning a new routine. We're learning about new people. It's going to be rocky. Please don't mistake that rockiness for failure. Okay, there's going to be a few hurdles. Of course there is, you know. No new path ever just runs smooth. If it did, Aries, it would be boring. Okay, so you've got a couple of adventures coming up, some learning curves coming up, and it's all part of the process, Aries. Right, let's go to the Ace of Pentacles. Let's include these two, that would help. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Aries. The Ace of Pentacles for Aries, please. Judgment on its side, yeah. New beginnings. Judgment is literally some people given a second chance, you know, being arisen out of their graves to do something amazing. Again, on its side, it's on the horizon for you. A brand new life awaits you here, Aries. And the thing is, you're building it from yourself, from a place of authenticity. And your foundation stone is the pain of any loss or any stress that you have experienced in the past. Gorgeous. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Aries? Not that I think you need it, but let's get some anyway. Universal advice for Aries, please. Universal advice for Aries. Ooh. No more shuffles there, Spirit. Okay, I'm listening. Universal advice for Aries, please. Universal advice for Aries. The Eight of Bows, that's the Eight of Wands, that's the Eight of Wands there. It's like the universe has got your back on this one, Aries, faux show. The Ace of Wands, again, Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Page of Arrows. So you are going to be in a bit of page energy, and the Page of Arrows is information gathering. Yeah, you're going to be in page energy because you're learning something new. Okay, learning a new way of life, a new way of being, a new way of conducting your business, Aries. But just the right way to go. The universe has got your back 100%. Eight of Bows, Eight of Arrows. It's the energy. It's just pushing you forwards, getting some speed under the chariot there for you. And then the Ace of Wands. Those of you who had a new idea or excited for the future, that is the energy that you want to be tapping into right now. That's going to support you going forwards. It's the energy you want to tap into whenever you feel that you're struggling with a new way of being. Just think of where you will be in a month's time, 2 months' time, 3 months' time, if you continue with this consistency and see where that Ace of Wands takes you. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always hanging out down there, guys, so it's lovely to see how this is panning out for you in the 3D. And if you're interested in taking a deeper dive into your personal situation here, then check the description box for all of my links. And with that, Aries, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next one, guys, take care. Okay, next up we've got Taurus. Hang on, Taurus, I'm just tidying up Aries cards. I'll be with you in a jiff. My lovely Taurian collective, I hope we're doing well and fabulous today. Let's see what's coming up for you in your 4 aces. Okay, bear with me, make sure we're all straightened out, we're all good. Hello Taurus, welcome to Esoteric Tarot. Today we're doing your 4 aces reading. I'm going to start with the Ace of Swords. So those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 aces, then just go to the little timestamp I got at the beginning of the video. That explains everything you need to know. And those of you who are aware, let's just jump into your Ace of Swords and see what's on your mind. Can you show me what Taurus is thinking about? What's on Taurus's mind at the moment? Can you show me? Whoa, that was a weird shuffle. Okay, King of Pentacles, fine, fair enough. That's your king. I'm going to take him. Your king got something to say to you, Taurus. Okay. What does the King of Pentacles say about Taurus? What's this? You're thinking about your stability, obviously. Something that's good for you, something you want to invest in, or something you have been investing in. All right, this one, okay. 9 of Pentacles, yeah. Okay, 9 of Pentacles is you're in abundance, and the Magician. You're making some moves, Taurus. This is very much career focused. If it's not resonating with you, check one of the other placements. This Taurian I'm tapping into, you are wanting to increase your wealth or increase your productivity, or maybe you want to upgrade in some way what it is that you're doing. Maybe you want to bigger house, maybe you want a bigger car, something for you, and it's actually coming off the back of your own hard work, your self-confidence, your known worth, maybe just a better relationship. Okay, let's get the Ace of Cups there for Taurus, please. Can I get the Ace of Cups for Taurus? Oh, no more shuffles. Okay, fine, fair enough, we'll do that. The Ace of Cups for Taurus, please. The Ace of Cups for Taurus. The Ace of Cups for Taurus, please. The Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, you're making a move. So this is based on planning. Good job, Taurus. The Page of Pentacles. So that's you like, okay, I've got a plan. I know what I'm going to do. Good. Then the Queen of Swords. You've talked yourself into it. Great. Okay. Now it's time to make a move, Taurus, on whatever it is that you're planning to do here to increase your worth, your abundance, your standing, or something like that. Okay, and the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Two of Cups. So there's another energy beside you. Okay, the Ace of Wands, they want in on the fun. Okay, and the Five of Swords, I wouldn't let them in. There's somebody else that you have to consider while you're doing this, is basically what I'm saying. You're afraid this might cause a bit of a ruckus, maybe a bit of a fallout up. Some of you might have people around you that might experience jealousy. I'm feeling this is an energy coming towards you. It's someone you know, someone you're already connected to, but they might go, hey, Taurus, what do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? Why do you think you're the cat's whiskers? Just be mindful of that. I don't think there's much you can do about that. I mean, other people are going to think what they think at the end of the day. You just do you, boo, Taurus. That's all I can say about it, okay? Like the Ace of Pentacles, okay. Looks like the universe has got a lot to say to you as well. The Ace of Pentacles, who could have thought? Yeah, it's new. It's a new path, Taurus. Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Moon. So there's an element of unknown to this. That makes sense where you've done a lot of planning. So the universe is saying there are going to be unknown bumps in the road, no matter how much planning that you're doing. Totally normal, Taurus. Totally, totally normal. So I would not worry about that at all. This new path, new venture, looks like it is going to pay off for whatever you want. We do have the Ace of Pentacles there. It's a new seed. It's a new beginning. It's a new start. Or the Moon, because the Moon hides things, and I'm not clarifying today. The Moon is just telling me that you're going to encounter some things you don't expect. But let's get some opportunities and obstacles that are coming in to help you on your way, Taurus. Okay. Can you please show me Taurus, please? Can you show me Taurus? Can you show me Taurus, please? Can you show me Taurus? Can you show me Taurus, please? Can you show me Taurus? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's time. The Wheel of Fortune can mean many things, but time is also one of them. It also means a calendar year. So that might be universe telling you that, you know, a year from now, you will be in the place you want to be. If you start now. It looks like you're more than ready. Like you've done all the prep here that anyone could possibly do, Taurus. Okay. For the Ace of Cups, we have the Six of Pentacles on its side. This is somebody not being too supportive of that. Just getting someone going, it's a bit risky. Also, it might not pay off immediately, but again, with anything new, that is to be expected. You might find at first you're putting in more into this than you're getting out of it. But again, totally new. The universe is telling you this is not so you don't get discouraged and stop. New beginnings are always a little bit rocky, Taurus. Just go through the territory. For the Ace of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Good, good, good. Work past any negative people coming in and saying anything. Just work straight past them. Don't even engage with them. Don't try and argue with them. Don't try and reason with them. Just your work will speak for itself, basically. The results will speak for themselves. And then the Ace of Pentacles challenge is the Seven of Cups. Okay, there's definitely something unknown coming. You're going to be faced with a couple of different avenues that you can take or choices that you might have to make. Just keep yourself a clear head. I mean, we're going into Aquarius season. Aquarius is very clear energy. Ask Aquarius for a bit of assistance if you need to, Taurus. Also take counsel from people here in the 3D. So say you're starting a new business, try and get yourself a business mentor, an advisor, or even if it's just someone you know in business and you have one question to ask them. You do have help around you when you encounter such obstacles. You're not on your own. But again, I think you're more than prepared anyway. What they say, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And I think you got a bit of that coming your way, Taurus. Okay, let's get some universal advice, please. I'll get some universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. Universal advice for Taurus, please. Universal advice for Taurus. Yeah, the blasted oak, which is the Tower. The Three of Bows, which is movement. Some of you may literally be travelling somewhere. And the Ten of Cups, you're literally moving into your happiness. Your Ten of Cups. Yeah, and this isn't the happiness that's just for you. This happiness ends up benefiting others. So for you, if it's a new business, eventually you will get employees. For those of you, it's, you know, you just want to go on a health kick. You actually have more energy for your friends and your family. For those of you who are starting a new financial plan, you have more money to spend. It's that sort of thing, but it's coming across quite sudden. Even though you have the planning here, it's like a spark. That may be how it started for you, a spark of inspiration, and your energy just opens right up. For those of you, something is actually going to come in, it's going to come your way, it's going to do just that. It's actually just going to propel you forward into this new beginning, which you were planning already, which was wonderful. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave a comment below. I'd love to see how the energies are playing out for you in the 3D, as I only get the energies here on the table, and I'm always hanging out down there, guys. So draw up as a line. It would be great to connect. If you want to take a deeper dive into your one-to-one situation here, just check my links below in the description box for my one-to-one personal readings. And with that, Taurus, I am going to love you, leave it. And until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we've got Gemini. Hello, my precious gems. How are we doing? I'm just clearing away Taurus's cards. I will be with you in a moment. And we are going to get straight into it and get into the details, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, welcome to Esoteric Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I'm doing your 4 Aces reading. We're going to start with your Ace of Swords. For those of you unfamiliar, there is a timestamp at the beginning of the video that explains it all. But for those of you who are, let's just jump into that Ace of Swords and see what's on your mind. Can you show me Gemini, please? Can you show me Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, please. Gemini, can you show me Gemini, please? Whoop. Gemini, please. Do you know what? My first shuffles today, Gemini, have been on point, and then I go for a second shuffle. It falls apart. Anyway, can you show me Gemini, please? What's on your mind, Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, please. Gemini. Gemini, please. 3 of bows. Sorry, 3 of bows. It is a 3 of bows in the Wildwood deck, and I literally just pulled the Wildwood one for Taurus. 3 of wands. The 6 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. You want more, Gemini, of something. You're like, there's more out there for me. There's something I could be putting my efforts into that are more worthwhile and more worth my time. Absolutely, Gemini. Totally agree with you. And you're sure of it. You've done your due diligence on this. You know, the Page of Swords is here, which in this case it's not an earth card, but it's actually quite grounding to this energy. It's like, no, I know my stuff. I have looked into this. I know there's more out there for me, so I'm going to go get it. Okay. Now, if that's not resonate with you, Gemini, please check another placement. I'm sure you will find yourselves in there somewhere. For those of you who are staying on, let's go a bit deeper. Okay, let's go into the Ace of Cups then, please. The Ace of Cups for Gemini. The Ace of Cups for Gemini, please. The Ace of Cups for Gemini. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, with the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, there you go. And the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody or something was promised to you and it did not pay off the way that you had hoped or they had said. So you're like, I agreed to do this on the condition that I get X and all they've given me is Y and Z. That sort of thing. So you're like, nah, this is not for me. You've been putting up with it for a while. And you're like, no, now's the time I've got to make a move. Like, times are ticking on this. I'm not getting any younger. You're not getting any more patient, Gemini. Whatever you've been investing in or has been investing in you has not been paying off. You're like, bad investment. Cut the losses. Don't throw good energy after bad. Now is the time, Wheel of Fortune, to make a change. And you've actually done it in perfect time, Gemini. From a universal perspective, you kind of had to go through this season of getting less than you deserve to realise that you deserve so much more. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please, for Gemini? The Ace of Wands for Gemini, please. The Ace of Wands for Gemini. The World, okay, there you end it. You end it. Now, I don't know if this is a person. I don't know if it's a situation. I don't know if it's a job. But you actually put this to an end, start, because you've got, it's not aligned to your path. Yeah, it's not the path for me. The star's path. 3 of Cups. There's other energies with you. So I think you're actually cutting out another energy. Or there's any other energies you want to move towards. So you've got to cut another energy off. It's a bit like that. Whether you know the energy you're moving towards. So like, for example, if you Oh, in a bad relationship, for example, you know you deserve better. You don't necessarily have another partner waiting for you if you cut that one off, but you know one will come along if you align yourself correctly. Some of you, literally, that is your situation. For others of you, that's just an example of what's going on here on an energetic level, that sort of thing. Like, some of you might be quitting a job without having anyone lined up, but you just know there's a better one lined up. Don't recommend doing that. I've done it many, many times. I will say when I've done it, I've always been fine, but I'm not encouraging it. I got lucky. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles, please, for Gemini. Ace of Swords, you're sure about it. Good girls, good boys. Like the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're leaving something behind you. Like, this is not... There's more to Gemini than this. Yes, I agree, Gemini. Right, let's get you some obstacles or challenges you might meet on your way, just to help you along, get you from where you are right now to where it is that you need to be. Walking straight into happiness, though, by the looks of it, with that Ace of Pentacles. Can't really get any more clearer than that. And clarity. Okay, right, can I see the Ace of Swords for Gemini? Gemini, please. Challenges and opportunities. And/or opportunities. That's too many, Gemini. I'm so sorry. We need to get one, possibly two. I'll take two, but any more than that, it gets a bit crazy. 3 of Cups. Oh, yeah. Cutting out one energy for another energy. That's precisely what you're doing here, Gemini. It's hard for you. It's not easy. It's presenting itself more of an obstacle and a challenge than an opportunity. But it's pretty much what's standing in your way. Okay, Ace of Cups, please. Ace of Cups. 5 of Swords. Yeah, it's going to cause some ruckus, some instability in the connections here. Some not seeing eye to eye. But the thing is, you've been feeling this conflict within you for a while now. I think you've basically outstayed where you are, outgrown where you are. So inside there's an inner conflict, but when you cut off this energy or situation, it will be a bit of a conflict when you do it, but that be the nature of things, Gemini. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please, to Gemini? 10 of Pentacles on its side. So you actually have more wealth coming in. Some of you might be also going a little bit against what is expected of you. Busting out, as they say. You know, doing things a little bit differently. Leaning away from tradition, which is very in keeping for Aquarius season, which we're in now. Yeah, so some of you going against tradition, going against the unexpected, but also because I don't know which way this is turning for you. And I think for all of you, actually, there's a great abundance waiting for you that is just waiting to come in, but you've got to cut a lot out first. Okay, for the Ace of Pentacles for Gemini, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Gemini. The 4 of Cups in reverse. Now, don't do that, Gemini. That's pretty much what the universe is saying. You're going to have emotions around this journey. It's going to be quite an emotional one, even though I do see you practically moving on in a practical sense. So, because this is coming from the Ace of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, pretty much the material of how this is going to work out is pretty set. You're going to be fine. You'll be more than fine, actually. But you're going to have some emotional lag come through. Your instinct, Gemini, is just going to push this down, forget about it. The past is the past, let's move on. That needs to be processed out properly, which means going through a little bit of a period of grief for cutting out whatever, whoever this is. In the short term, yeah, it might help you just to, you know, get you back on your feet, get you started on the new path, not to dwell in these energies. But once the new path starts going and you really find your footing there, then's the time to look back and kind of process out any sadness, any lingering pain, anything like that. So once you actually embrace that, you're good to go. You know, process it, let it pass through you, then you can move on. Let's get you some universal advice, Gemini. Can I get some universal advice for Gemini, please? Universal advice for Gemini. Universal advice for Gemini. This deck today. Come on, universe. I know Gemini doesn't really need it because clearly Gemini's bossing it through life into their new beginning this week, but let's give them some advice anyway. Okay. Can you please show me Gemini, please? Can you show me Gemini? Can you show me Gemini, please? Can you show me Gemini? Gemini, please. The Sun. Yeah, I told you, it can be just fine. The Ace of Bows is something that excites you coming in. Right? Something that you want to go, something that you're drawn towards at a soul level. And the Knight of Stones, apply a good plan. Yeah, if you don't have a plan now, get one in. If you just set off without a plan and do it quite impulsively, which I think some of you will with the Ace of Wands being there, a plan will emerge. You're in safe hands here, Gemini. The universe has a plan for you. It's going to be a bit slow, yeah, at first, of course, but all new things tend to be. But if your soul path is calling you, your soul path is calling you, Gemini. What can we do about it, you know? Okay, Gemini. I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. I absolutely love reading your what's going on in your lives down there in the comments. I'm always hanging out down there because I only ever see the energy, so it's nice to see how it's actually playing out in real life, and then I know that my readings are, you know, hitting the nail on the head for you guys. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we have Cancer. Hello, my cool crabs. How are we doing? Welcome to Esoteric Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today we're doing your 4 Aces reading. Before I jump into the 4 Aces, those of you who are unaware of what it is, I have a little timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I run through everything. For those of you who are aware, we're just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can you please show me the Ace of Swords, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. The Ace of Swords for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh my goodness, Cancer, I picked up the wrong deck. Do you know what? Spirit does what Spirit does. You know the rules on this channel if you've been here before. If I do something weird, we go with it. Okay. Oh. Something's clearing up for you. 7 of Cups. The World in reverse. This is interesting. Okay. The Devil in reverse. Wow. I'm glad I picked this up. So there's an energy attached to you, Cancer, that you thought was ended. There's a lot of confusion and distortion in the connection, though, at least in terms of how you perceive it, because this is your thought energy we're in here, Cancer, not theirs. I think it will confuse you when they appear, probably. They're going to present you with some options and choices, and you're not going to really know what to do. Okay, you're framing it as a negative attachment or something where it didn't work out, that became toxic. They seem to be coming back around for you, Cancer. Okay, can we please go and see the Ace of Cups, please, for Cancer, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups for Cancer. The Ace of Cups for Cancer, please. The Ace of Cups for Cancer. The Ace of Cups for Cancer, please. Oh my goodness, the World again. Okay, you don't want this person. For you, it's like over. Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Still attracted to them, though. And they're still attracted to you, but you're like, this can't go anywhere. It was a connection that was just based on the physical. There wasn't much spiritual, emotional, intellectual connection for you. You're like, yep. And this person's coming in hot and heavy pretty quick and expected. Yeah, that all checks out. They still watch you now from afar. That'd be probably like, I don't know, social media or something like that. I don't mean they're peeping at your window. If they are peeping at your window, Cancer, please call the police. But it's like maybe you're social media connected or something like that. Or you have a shared network and they hear about you and ask about you, that sort of thing. But for you, in your heart, if you actually were honest deep down in yourself, even though the attraction's there for you, it's kind of over. Right, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Can I get the Ace of Wands? The Ace of Wands, please, for Cancer. The 3 of Wands. Yeah, I see that. Strength here, you showing me how much you've grown. 10 of Cups, you found your own happiness and you've grown since then. It's like you've outgrown this person. And when they come forward to you, they're probably going to have the words of, oh, let's try again and do this. This is where your confusion comes in. They're basically going to say all the things you wish that they'd said to you before, but it lands differently now on you, Cancer, because you're like, I've outgrown this energy after you've done a lot of self-work. You've connected with your family, friends, community again since then. So your support networks, your emotional support networks are solid, probably more solid than when you first met them. You just show me that you've grown, your energy field in itself has expanded as well. So it's a bit like, you know, ain't nobody got time for that, right? We've got the Ace of Pentacles. What's the Ace of Pentacles then, please? Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. This person's going to be a little bit persistent in trying to demonstrate to you that they have also changed. I can only see your heart energy here, so it's a bit like you're telling me no, they haven't. Communication is certainly coming in there, Knight of Swords. Quite fast, quite unexpected. And it is about, let's share happiness. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Equally and properly this time. Whether you trust that or not, Cancer's up to you. In your heart, you don't. But they're showing me, at least under the Pentacle energy in the 3D, that they are showing up equally. I don't know how long for, but at least in this moment they are, and they are being quite genuine. So, I don't know, let's see. Right, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, please. But if you've outgrown them, it doesn't matter. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. It doesn't matter how genuine they are. If you feel you've outgrown them, Cancer, you've outgrown them. Can I get the Ace of Swords, please? The Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Six of Swords. You've moved on. Six of Swords is moving on mentally. This is someone from the past, someone I don't really think you really think about them anymore, Cancer. So it's really going to be a surprise. Okay, the page. Ace of Cups. Yeah, you've healed. That's the Nine of Wands in reverse. You don't want them to bring up old wounds or old habits that they had that hurt you. You're like, I've healed too much to go back to square one. You'll be a little bit tempted for a second. But you'll kind of remind yourself, like, you've learned a lot from how this ended with this person. There's a real risk of you, or at least this is what you're telling me, Cancer. There's a real risk of all that healing being undone if you open the door to them again. But you do consider it. It's been come up as a challenge. You want to, but it's a physical attraction there. You want to, but at what emotional cost? Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands for Cancer. Yeah, you're going to have a wobble, Cancer, strength on its side. You're going to have a little wobble to this energy. It's going to be very tempting for you to go, oh, what's one night? I mean, do what you want, Cancer. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you the energy of the situation. You're telling me from your higher self perspective. Temptation is incoming, Cancer. And for the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Hangman on its side. Oh, you're really not wanting to show me a decision. The Hangman asks us to take a new perspective. That's on its side. That's you going, You've done that to me like twice now. But currently you don't think about them. You know them, but you don't think about them. This person might be from way back, you know. They still got it apparently. Enough to make you wobble a little bit. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Cancer, please? Universal advice for Cancer. Universal advice for Cancer, please. Universal advice for Cancer. Seven of Cups, choices. You're going to make a decision. Yeah, you have. The Eight of Arrows. Okay, you're going to go into your head a little bit about it. And then the Blasted Oak in reverse. I think you just kind of dodged the bullet though, regardless of what your decision is. This temptation to undo something that was once destroyed. The Blasted Oak is the Tower in reverse. Can we fix this? Can I fix this? Is this a huge task? Will I ever trust them again? Will it be worth the work? Those sorts of things. You're going to get stuck in your head about that and what choice you need to make. You need to calm that energy down. If you don't know what to do, don't do anything at all. In fact, just sit still and let this person reveal themselves for their true intention, because people can only pretend for so long, Cancer. That's pretty much the advice from the universe there. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Esoteric Tarot, and if you want to take a deeper dive into this situation, then check the description box for my one-to-one readings. I cater for all budgets and time zones. And with that, Cancer, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Hi Leo, and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, then there is a timestamp at the beginning of the video where I go through everything. And for those of you who are familiar, we're just going to jump into your Ace of Swords. Can you please show me Leo's Ace of Swords, please? Show me Leo's Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for Leo. Ace of Swords. What's on Leo's mind, my lovely, lovely Leos? What are you thinking about? Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me Leo's Ace of Swords, please. Show me Leo's Ace of Swords. We've got Justice. Okay. The Devil. Okay. So you are looking at a connection that is attached to you. It's not feeling right. You want to balance things out. The 7 of Pentacles. You don't know whether or not you've made a bad investment here in a connection. Okay. What's the right thing to do? Do you persevere with it, or do you cut your losses and run? If you're not resonating, Leo, check another placement. But for those of you who are staying with us, let's just go a little bit deeper by looking at your Ace of Cups. Let's see what's in that heart space of yours, Leo, of yours, into your heart space, Leo. Okay, what is it that you're feeling to do? The Emperor. Okay, that's good. The 6 of Pentacles, and oh, these came out together. Strength and the 7 of Cups. Okay, you just want equal give and take. You show me here what you want, not necessarily what it is that you're getting. I don't think you're getting it, because you're actually telling me from your Swords energy that it feels very imbalanced to you. You want to balance it out. I think you want to try and work on it. You're kind of showing me that it's going to be quite difficult though. It's going to require a lot of strength, patience, perseverance. There's several ways that you can approach this. Now, I don't know if this is a lover, a colleague, a friend. You want to persevere and preserve the relationship, and maybe somebody that you've known for a good while, so you don't really want to cut it off, but you're looking at, there's been a lot of time and energy put into this. You don't really want to leave it behind. Okay. Oh, okay, for the Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups in reverse. We're not reversed, guys. Okay. You're not getting a lot of loving from whoever this is, kindness or whatever form the Cups takes for you. Cups is emotions. Okay, some of you are thinking of, yeah, you're thinking withdrawing your energy. The King of Swords, withdrawing your energy from them. I don't think you're cutting them off. You're just kind of going a little bit. It's that basically treat them the way that they're treating you. And the King of Swords in reverse can be quite cold, and he can just cut people off. Some of you may be doing that completely. I don't think you're going to have a conversation with this person about it and go, okay, we're breaking up now, we're leaving, it's over. I think you're just going to vanish, withdraw your energy, do a soft exit. If they come towards you, great. If not, then maybe you just keep going and you do eventually cut them off. I think it's kind of just seeing whether or not they give if you pull back, or will you stop over giving. I think we're looking at a Leo might be doing a little bit of over giving here into a connection that's not giving the same back in return. Okay, can we see the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. I saw that in the bottom of the deck. The High Priestess and Temperance. A lot of healing. So that'd actually be a really good energy for you, Leo. Coming away from how this person might react, for you it would be a good thing. You need to preserve your energy and recharge. Puts you in touch with your heart space, sorry, Leo, which really switches your intuition online, and you actually start focusing on your long-term stability and what it is that you want. Whether this person comes on board with you or not remains to be seen. I'm not seeing it here in the tarot, but I'm not seeing either way in the tarot. The tarot just wants to tell me today how it's going to benefit you. Okay, it will strengthen your stability, your household, up the people around you, because you'll have more energy to put elsewhere. So if you've been focusing on one person, try putting your energy, the same energy, into your friends, into your family, into your colleagues and work and things like that. You'll actually see your own stability strengthen, as will your self-worth, your self-perception, and it may be over time this person just isn't suitable for you anymore, or they step up to the plate and actually start investing in you as much as you're investing in them. Oh, sorry, Leo, we're going a bit skew-if. I'm going to see some challenges or obstacles that might be coming your way in this situation, Leo. Let's start with the Ace of Swords then. The Ace of Swords, this is you thinking about the connection. The 4 of Cups in reverse. You feel like your feelings are being ignored. Excuse me. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat, Leo. Well, you've had enough of it. You've had enough of, and some of you might be thinking that you might be missing opportunities, other friends, other lovers and partners, other situations, other jobs, that there's more out there for you. I think you've basically been putting up with bare minimum for a little while, Leo. And I say Leo's been having a rough time of it recently, but it looks like your look's about to change, but it's from what you do, Leo, not from just, you know, this person magically turning around. You actually start withdrawing your energy and actually focusing elsewhere. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? Yeah, the Tower on its side. You've been trying to prevent an ending, so I think that's why you've been kind of sweeping stuff under the rug and trying to ignore things that have been happening or not happening, depending on your perspective on this situation. The Tower's going to come down, Leo. It's going to come down. It'll either be you do it or the universe intervenes, because if you're in with an energy that isn't aligning with you, I mean, people can sit with that for years, but ultimately it's taking you off of your soul path journey of fulfillment and abundance. It's blocking other good things coming into you, but I see you realizing that as you go along. So, okay, the Tower is coming. It'll either be to break this apart or a wake-up call to whoever this is. Okay, the Ace of Wands then, please. Yeah, Judgment on its side. It's you actually making the decision to do this. I think you've had it in your head for a little while to do this, but it's actually putting that into practice and put it into place. So just limiting contact. I'm not telling you this is the right or wrong method for you, Leo, because I do not know the details of how this energy is manifesting in your 3D. Please let me know in the comments below. But a decision is incoming, whether or not this energy is continuing with you on your journey or they're better off left behind. Or the person attached to you has got to make that decision. Are they going to step up and join you, Leo, or are they just going to trail off into the shadows? Okay. All right, and for the Ace of Pentacles, yeah, investing in the new. 7 of Pentacles is where you started. Turning your energy and attention towards other things is just not only going to help you materially, it's also going to help this situation resolve itself some way, either making the person realize they have a good thing and not to lose it, or they just, like I said, skulk off from where they came. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Leo, please? Some universal advice for Leo. Some universal advice for Leo. And if they do that, Leo, just shows that there was somebody who wasn't supposed to be in your life anyway. Yeah, the 5 of Cups, sadness. 3 of Staves in reverse. That's the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. And we have the Justice in reverse. Not good. Not good. Not saying it's the worst thing ever. The universe is basically just reflecting back to me here your emotional state. This person is not very cooperative energy, at least at present. You need to get more clarity over the situation. The Ace of Swords in reverse. That will come when you move yourself away. And I think the universe is saying to you, Leo, the more space you take for yourself, the more you will realize how this connection isn't serving you. And it will actually be easier for you to break away from it down the road, because you would have just taken a bit of emotional attachment away. And that happens to all of us, Leo. It's not a judgment. The further we are away from a situation, the clearer we can see it. When we're in it, it's very, very hard to see the wood for the trees. But once you actually step out of the woods, actually look at the woods as its whole, with a little bit of a detachment there, it actually becomes quite clear what path is meant for you and what path isn't. And the Ace of Swords in this deck particularly actually does look like a compass. It's normally supposed to be that way. At the moment, you're on like, which way do I go? Do I stay? Do I go left? Do I go right? That will become clear as you take more personal time for yourself and withdraw your energy back a little bit. And just doing a little bit of observing and seeing what they do. Okay, Leo, I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. I really do like to see how it's playing out for you guys in the physical, because I only get to see the energetical makeup of the situation. So drop us a comment. I'm always hanging out down there, guys, so it'll be lovely to connect with you. And if you want to take a deeper dive into your personal situation here, please check the description box below for the details of my one-to-one readings. And with that, I'm going to love you and leave you, Leo. Until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we've got Virgo. Hello my lovely Virgos, how are we doing? Welcome to Esoteric Tarot and your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are familiar with the 4 Aces, we're going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords. For those of you who are unfamiliar, there's a timestamp section at the beginning of the video you might want to check out, where I run through the spread and what it means. And with that, can we please see what's coming in for Virgo? Virgo's Ace of Swords, please. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can you show me Virgo, please? Can you show me Virgo? Virgo, please. Can you show me Virgo? Can you show me Virgo, please? Can you show me Virgo, please? You've got the Fool. Okay, you're off to somewhere new. The Three of Pentacles with some people. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You're on a new path. You've actually been on it a little while, though it is still presenting itself as new. It's something that is just for you, but there are other energies around you that are helping you along. These could be 3D in the flesh people. It could be that there's maybe you're just getting help from, I don't know, tutorials on YouTube, or you're asking your spirit guides. Help comes in many forms, Virgo. And if this reading isn't resonating with you, then check one of your other placements. But for those of you who are staying on, let's go a little bit deeper and go into your Ace of Cups and seeing in your heart where it is that you want to go. Where is this going? Can we see the Ace of Cups, please, for Virgo? Can we see the Ace of Cups, please, for Virgo? Ace of Cups for Virgo, please. The Ace of Cups for Virgo. The Ace of Cups for Virgo, please. The Ace of Cups for Virgo. The King of Swords. Oh, okay. The Magician. Oh, right. Okay. All these came out together. The Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. You're expanding your energy out. You're actually manifesting things in for you. Active manifestation. Conscious manifestation. This isn't accidental manifestation. Okay. You're like, nope, I know where I'm going. I know what I want it to look like. I know how I'm going to get there. I'm going to do it. You are laser focused on this to the point where if anything tries to get in your way, you're just going to elbow them right out the way, Virgo. Like, you're not messing about this time. You're focused on your goal. You're focused on what you want the outcomes to be, and you're actually making the real world adjustments to achieve that goal, as well as calling on the higher self. Some of you might be subconsciously doing that part, but some of you also consciously. So you might be trying to harmonize energies, raising your vibrations, things like that. You want your energetical investment to match your spiritual investment as well. That is the way to stand the best chance of reaching your goal to wherever you're going. Look, we've got the Two of Wands underneath the deck in the hidden energy as well. You're looking outwards, you're looking forwards, you're not looking back. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? I'm getting the rather than this being your intention, I'm getting the Ace of Wands as something coming in that you don't expect. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Just a side note for some of you. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Can I get the Ace of Wands for Virgo? The Ace of Wands for Virgo, please. The Ace of Wands for Virgo. Yeah, there we go. The Five of Wands. I thought it'd be something you don't expect. It's going to be an obstacle here. The Nine of Cups, that's your happiness, and the Knight of Swords. So you're going along with gusto, and then you are met with resistance. I don't know if that's from a person or just from a situation. Maybe a project is just not going the way that you think, or there's other people who are disagreeing with you on which way the project should go. Something like that. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but that's just the energy. Or you yourself are conflicted over something. It's not so much as like, is this going to make me happy? It's like, is this even possible? I believe so. I do believe so. There's nothing here to suggest that it's not. This is the minority of the energy on the table. It's the Five of Wands. I think it's just a little blip. A little like, what am I doing here? I'm sure you'll get around it, Virgo. You're very pragmatic. I believe in you. And can we get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. There we go. The Ten of Wands and the Empress. It becomes quite difficult for you to achieve what it is that you're going for. Going to say it like that, Virgo. Sorry, I've got a little something on my card. I think it's a bit of candle wax. Always an occupational hazard when you work in this field. Candle wax gets everywhere. It gets harder because you get stuck in your head. Oops, sorry, Virgo. I think the situation is hard, yeah, but it's not unsolvable. I'm not seeing Ten of Swords, I'm not seeing the Tower, I'm not seeing the Devil, you know. They usually point to things being incredibly difficult. I think this is difficult. I think it might be like a persistent little niggle or annoyance to you. But it sends you in your head. But it's because you're in your head that it's making it harder. Right? Instead of just enjoying the process, letting life be, just doing what you feel is right. You do have the Emperor supporting the Pentacle though, so you are still on your path to abundance and you know what you're doing. Right, this is productivity. You do get productively through this, but you are going to have a little tiny headache on the way. Or big headache, but still a headache. And that risks you stopping in your tracks, Virgo. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords for Virgo, please? The Ace of Swords for Virgo. The Ace of Swords for Virgo, please. The Ace of Swords for... See that, Virgo? Queen of Wands in reverse. Energetically, some of you are not used to this energy of just attracting in what's meant for you. You need more of that. So you're looking at this very strategically, very much in the material. That's you getting stuck in your head. What happens when you get over here? It puts you in your head of, I can't do this. I can't just manifest abundance. It's that part of the process. When it comes to the physical planning, strategy, execution, you've got it down, Virgo. What you need to do now is your frame of mind. It's your frame of mind that needs to be looked at a little bit here. Your self-belief, your confidence, your willingness to, I think you're willing, but your willingness to kind of open up that aspect, the spiritual aspect of yourself, to align with what it is you're trying to achieve here on planet Earth. Right, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? Can I get the Ace of Cups? I think some of you have started doing that because you're showing me that in your heart space, but there's some practical element or thinking element to that that is creating a block for you. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? The magician, it's on his side. Yeah, that's like half. You've got half the manifestation down. So the physical aspect of the manifestation, you've got that down to a T, right? What it is you're actually doing in the day to achieve this. What is missing is the spiritual and intellectual aspect, the self-belief, the self-affirmations, the connecting with the divine, the high spirit, however you connect to the energetical universe, okay? That's the part that needs to be bringing up to meet how efficient you are here in the physical. And then when you get that together, Virgo, the world is your oyster. Okay, can we look at the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Ooh, no, not like that, we're not. Where do you think you're going? And the Ace of Wands. One more shuffle, please. Ten of Swords reversed, and then it gets easier. I think some of you think that it's not going to work. Or it's not working. Why isn't this working? Why aren't I getting the results that I want? Why is this not going fast enough? It's a perception of you thinking this is more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, it's like a work smarter, not harder kind of message. But, work more spiritual rather than harder kind of message, really. And then you will see, when you harness this, you will see, and you get close, this conflict that comes up makes you feel like you're failing, and you're really not failing. It's just an illusion. And then we have the Page of Swords on its side. It's information gathering. It seems like new information or something that's going to help you is going to be on its way. It's about you also learning something new. So you might have to learn a new tactic, new strategy. You might have to learn how to manifest spiritually. Learn how to sit in your own thoughts, even the uncomfortable ones, and clear through that mental fog to get to where it is that you need to be, Virgo. Okay, can I get some universal advice for Virgo, please? Some universal advice for Virgo. Universal advice for Virgo, please. Universal advice for Virgo. Universal advice for Virgo, please. Oh, I think it wants to come out. I'll let you come out. Okay, you've got 4. Okay. Queen of Cups, yeah, that's your heart space. That's where your intuition lives. The Wheel of Fortune, some of you, that's a calendar year before you really start getting going on this. The Nine of Stones, this is incredibly good for you, whatever path you've chosen to go on here. It's actually going to be not only abundant for you, it's also going to be very healing. It's also in tune with what it is that you're supposed to do on this plane. It's coming the Nine of Pentacles. This is in this deck is tradition, so you might be doing something that you used to do in the past or something like that as well for many of you. And then the Six of Pentacles, this is something that does give back to you, Virgo. It does give back to you. It does balance out, okay? It does match the energy you're putting in. You've just got to get those manifestation energies all aligned for you, my loves, okay? Right. I am going to leave the reading there for you, Virgo. I hope that it helped. If it did, please leave a comment below. I'd love to see how this is manifesting out in your life, Virgo. I'm always hanging out down there in the comments because I get to see the energetical and never get to see the physical. So drop me a line. It'd be great to connect with you. And if you want to take a deeper dive into this situation for you personally, then please check the description box for all of my one-to-one readings. I cater to all budgets and to all time zones as well. And with that, Virgo, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we have Libra. Hello, my lovely Libras. Welcome to Esoteric Tarot. I'm just clearing away Virgo's cards. I will be with you next, my loves. Okay, right, make sure we're all straightened out here. Okay, hi Libra, welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I run through the 4 Aces spread and what it means. For those of you who are familiar, we're just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords and see what's coming forward for you. Hey, can you please show me Libra, please? Can you show me Libra? Can you show me Libra, please? Can you show me Libra? Can you show me Libra, please? Can you show me Libra? Show me Libra, please. Can you show me Libra? I'm just looking at how dark it's getting. We're finally seeing lighter days here, Libra, in the UK. It is like the long night during the winter. Anyone who's a Game of Thrones fan, that's what the long night was based on. British winter time. It does feel like several years of darkness, but it's getting lighter, so that's nice. Tell me what the weather's like where you guys are. Okay, can we get the Ace of Swords for Libra, please? There we go. King of Cups in reverse. Oh, Libra, the Empress and the Hermit. You've had to cut someone off or disinvest your emotions into someone or something. You realise you were better off on your own. You went Hermit mode, Empress, and then you were like, okay, yeah. King of Cups, you can't keep throwing your energy or your heart space energy towards someone or something. It's just not working anymore. You want to be productive. You're better off by yourself. You've seen the results of you being by yourself. Things seem to be going better, smoother for you. You're feeling a lot clearer in your mind, in your heart energy as well. And you're like, there's a sadness though. Yeah, there is a sadness. If this isn't resonating with you, Libra, and please check another placement for those Libras who are continuing on. Let's take a deeper dive and go into your Ace of Cups. Okay, can you please show me the Ace of Cups, please, for Libra? The Ace of Cups for Libra, please. The Ace of Cups for Libra. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. Oh, yeah, there we go. The 9 of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this connection is stressing you out. Something you were emotionally invested in. It could be a person, it could be a project, it could be a work. It's just getting harder and harder physically in the physical with the 10 of Wands and then mentally with the 9 of Swords there. And it's about like, you're just questioning yourself. You're like, not questioning yourself in that way, like, what am I doing? You're questioning like, how is this serving me? How is this good for me? What am I getting out of this? And the more you ask yourself those questions, Libra, the more you realize that your answers to those questions are in the negatives. Like nothing, or even less than nothing. In fact, you're just expanding energy for no reason. Right, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? Just increasing unhappiness in whatever situation you've been dealing with that has something to do with your emotions. Okay, can I have the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, Libra. You're like, you know you have to move on from this, but you don't want to. I know. You're afraid that will hurt even more. For those of you who have moved on from this, you are not open to any other connections like that for a while. You've got your heart closed, your heart space closed off. You're feeling unstable in your physical self. However, you are continuing onwards, or at least you plan to do so, but you're just like, I know I need to move on, but I don't want to. Or I know I'm moving on, but this hurts like hell. But it's either you stay in this energy and that was becoming too unbearable. You had to move, and it's a slow movement out. You're not rushing out into another connection or job or whatever. You're like, no, you're taking it slow out of there. The connection to this one is pretty strong, even though you're quite unhappy. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles there for Libra, please? The Ace of Pentacles for Libra. The Ace of Pentacles for Libra, please. And the 9 of Cups. There you go. There's your happiness and wish fulfillment. Two of Cups. Okay, there is a connection there. And the Ace of Wands. Someone comes out of the blue. Somebody comes out of the blue. Could possibly, I'm not clarifying, but it could possibly be this energy. Once you start moving on, they want to reconnect with you again. I'm not seeing any further than the next 2 weeks though, Libra. So if that is the case, please ensure that this person has changed for the long term. So that means long-term observation of their behaviors and how they show up. They're not just trying to make you happy so you stay with them. Because you're showing me long-term unhappiness here. This is King of Cups unhappiness. This isn't just Page of Cups unhappiness. It's like, oh, we had a little argument. This is deep unhappiness. I have a feeling that they show up just trying to make you stay, just trying to make you happy. Wish fulfillment. What is it that you want? And you are happy that they're doing it, don't get me wrong. Coming under Ace of Wands though, that's a panicked energy. I don't know how genuine it is, but I'm not, if I was clarifying I'd be able to find out, but I'm not clarifying today. Okay, right, let's get some opportunities or obstacles that might be coming towards you during this time. Ace of Swords, please. Can I get the Ace of Swords? The Ace of Swords, please. Can I get the Ace of Swords, please? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Brave. This is very sweet energy. You've got the Libras I'm traveling into have a very, very sweet, well-meaning energy. You're showing me you have to be brave to do this. It's going to take some bravery. For some of you, I don't know how enmeshed you are with this other energy. It might mean completely leaving your home and your village and everyone you know or whatever. Or for some of you, it's just when you're dating and you're afraid you might not find anyone else. And it could be just a friend. You don't know if you're going to make any other friends. I don't know what the situation is, but you're just showing me you need to be brave. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups then, please? The Ace of Cups. The Three of Cups in the reverse. This is you saying we might be lonely without them. You might be for a little time, yeah. I'm not going to try and mince your words, my words, or feed you some fluff, Libra. When we separate from a significant connection, of course, we have loneliness. You could be in the middle of a crowded room and be the loneliest person in there because you're adjusting to life without them. Yeah. If it's just someone who's kind of, casual, not casual, but I don't think this is a casual connection. This is someone you've been seeing for at least a little while. It's the loneliness of, I don't really want to jump into anything else right now. But these are your key worries that I'm getting out on the table here for you, Libra. It's all part of healing. And part of the healing is then learning to be by yourself again and be okay again and get your strength up, your emotional strength up to then invest. Also learn and process the lessons from this connection to make you more discerning so you don't attract another energy like this that makes you feel like this again. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The Knight of Cups, yeah. I'm not going to lie, Libra, this Knight of Cups concerns me because you're showing me initially, or at least underneath the surface, if you really look at yourself, that your heart space is closed. I want to see what the next one is. Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman on its side. You're not showing me what decision you make. I don't think this is your Knight of Cups, if I'm honest with you, Libra. I think it's their Knight of Cups. This person's going to try and stop you from going. Yeah, okay, I'll turn up now. But how long for, Libra? That's only you can answer that question. Whether or not this is genuine or just because they don't want you to go. You've got Death, the Journey at the bottom of the deck when we clarify. For the universal advice. Okay, can we get some universal advice for Libra, please? Universal advice for Libra? Yeah, it would make sense that that's their cup. This is an obstacle for you. They're going to come in with some sweet honey words and some promises. I'm not seeing any pentacle energy there. I'm only seeing wands. It's coming from a panic. It's not coming from... If it was Ace of Pentacles or the Ace of Cups, I'd be like, oh my God, this person is probably ready to change their ways. Ace of Wands concerns me. That's usually impulse in this kind of reading, in this placement. Okay, can I get some universal advice, please, for Libra? Some universal advice for Libra, please. Basically, they're not going to let you go easy. Three of Bows, the Three of Wands, the King of Stones in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse. It seems like if you accept to go back with them or to stay with this person, the energy becomes even more unstable over time. You can't see that yet though. We've got the Three of Wands, which is usually looking at something from a distance. We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse, which usually means instability. Then we have the Four of Cups in reverse, which is just wishing this card is like boredom, but it's, I mean, if you look at her expression here, you know, fed up. And then you basically get sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. That's basically the Four of Cups in reverse in this position, in this reading. Okay. I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you, unfortunately, my loves. Kind of a heavy one today, but I hope that it helped you. If it did, please leave a comment below and let me know in the comments how this is playing out for you in the 3D. I always get to see the energy of a reading, but I never actually get to see how it's playing out. So if you guys drop me a line, I'm always hanging out down in the comments below. And if you want to get a one-to-one deeper dive on this situation for you personally, please check the description box below for my Calendly links and for my written readings. And with that, I'm going to love you and leave you, Libra. And then until the next time, guys, take care. Okay, next up we've got Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. How are we doing? Welcome to ACES Tarot. Today we are doing your 4 Aces reading, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there's a timestamp section at the beginning of the video where you can, well, I just run through the spread and what it means. For those of you who are familiar with the 4 Aces, then let's just jump into your Ace of Swords and see what's on your mind. Okay, can you please show me Scorpio, please? My lovely Scorpio Scorps. What's going on this? Can you show me Scorpio, please? Scorpio, can you show me Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to know? What's coming in for Scorpio? What's on Scorpio's mind? Can you show me Scorpio? What's going on there? Scorpio, can you show me Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Can you show me Scorpio, please? Can you show me Scorpio? Can you show me Scorpio, please? Can you show me Scorpio? Can you show me Scorpio, please? Can you show me Scorpio? The Devil. Okay, right, there's an attachment here. It's not going so well though, Scorpio. Not gonna lie. Temperance. Oh, and the Ten of Pentacles. This is a connection that's close to you, either in your house or just in your community or nearby, or someone you're incredibly comfortable with. Could be a friend like that. Someone who you, they're kind of part of your framework and your network. I'm seeing distance between the both of you though. At one point, you're telling me you're close, but then on another hand, you're telling me you're far apart. So I don't know if you're in a no contact situation, or maybe you're living in the same house, but you've got an emotional disconnect. Either way, it's distorted and toxic, and you feel it's burdensome to you. If this reading isn't resonating with you, Scorpio, check another placement. But the Scorpios that are resonating with this reading, let's go a bit deeper and look into that Ace of Cups. I think we'll find out a little bit more about it. Okay, can we get the Ace of Cups, please, for Scorpio? The Ace of Cups for Scorpio, please. The Ace of Cups for Scorpio. The Ace of Cups for Scorpio, please. The Ace of Cups for Scorpio. Either way, you're trying to heal something toxic, and you might be using distance to heal that. Your 5 of Cups is sad, Scorpio. My Scorpios are sad. Yeah, there's been a fallout. The 8, 5, 8, 2, 1, 5. 5 of Swords. Page of Cups. Either you or them tried to fix this, but you're showing me, and you are showing me this, Scorpio. I mean, it could be the person's energy, but I think it's coming from you. It's like they turned up to a earthquake with a dustpan and brush. Like bare minimum effort compared to the gravity of the fallout. So that might be why you still might be connected, but you've distanced yourself from them, or them you. The energy can run either way, Scorpio. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. Okay. King of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles. And Justice. This needs to be corrected. You're expecting them to correct it. They're expecting you to correct it. The King of Pentacles is like, we need the resources to rebuild this properly, but if you're not going to give me the resources, then what can I do about it? So you're in this state of instability, Two of Pentacles. The energetic connection's still there, or you're physically in the same space, but energetically you're apart. That energy can be introverted. And then Justice speaks to balance. Both the need for balance in order for this to be repaired, in order for this to have its value and worth to you again, to feel good again, to feel enriched by. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio, please? The Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio. The Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio, please. The Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio. The Fool. Judgment. The Queen of Cups. And then you walk away. And then you walk away. From whoever, whatever this was. You're like, nope, not dealing with this. Not. It's almost like there's an expectation on you, Scorpio, to do all the cleanup work. And this person just be like, okay, I'll talk to you again once the cleanup job is done. No, if you, I'm not saying you both put it down, but it came down involving two energies, whatever it was, stopped working because both energies were involved somehow. It's going to take two energies to fix it, not one energy, and then that energy comes on board later once everything's fixed. No. That's almost like what they're saying, and I think you figure that out at some point, and just by mostly from observing their behaviour and them just not showing up for you. And then you go, okay, well, I'm going to stop loving you and I'm going to start loving myself. You make a decision on that, and then off you go onto a brand new beginning and adventure, all by your onesies. Okay. Right. Can I get some obstacles or opportunities coming in for Scorpio, please? Obstacles and opportunities for Scorpio, please. The Ace of Swords. Start with the Ace of Swords, please. Start with the Ace of Swords. Seven of Swords. Deception, yeah. You were just hurt. I don't know what form this deception took. Either they were not the person they advertised to you on the tin, like they said they were this way, but they're a different way. They physically did something that betrayed your trust. You just showed me there's just been a deception in the connection. Like, this is not what I thought we were. I thought we were better than this, that kind of thing. Or I thought you loved me more than this, or I thought you thought better of me, or I thought I was going to get that promotion and you keep telling me that I'm going to get it and it never comes. It's something like that. It's like broken promises or something. Yeah, broken promises. And you're like, enough broken promises now. Right, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, that's inner clarity. That's inner knowing. That's realising. Whatever they're promising you is not going to come through, nor are they actually going to work on rebuilding the rupture that's happened here. And you're like, okay, looks like I'm on my own in this. You got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords in reverse. You stop working on trying to work this out. Ace, no, we've got the Five of Swords in reverse, yeah. You're like, nope, okay, well, you're not going to put the work in, I'm not going to put the work in either. Let's just see what happens. I don't think you're blaming them. I don't think you're expecting them to show up in that way. I think you're just surprised that they didn't, considering it was two to tango, if you know what I mean. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups on its side, and then you walk away with your head held high, but at the same time it's like you've got new opportunities and things coming in towards you. You can't see them yet, but they're coming in, and you're going to be a bit like, oh my goodness, what can I do? Because you've cleared out all your energy here, whatever this is. There are a few options in terms of your healing, connecting with other people, meditating. You start finding ways to rechannel the energy you're putting into them into something else. Okay, can I please get some universal advice for Scorpio, please? Universal advice for Scorpio. Universal advice for Scorpio, please. Universal advice for Scorpio. Sorry, squeaky chair. I've never noticed that before. Six of Wands, yeah, there's a victory here. The Woodwood, which is the Hermit. And then the Devil, yeah. Guardian, the Guardian, the devil here is called the Guardian, which is very interesting, and actually speaks to how I personally, as a reader, look at the devil card. A lot of people don't like the devil card. The devil is probably one of my favorite cards because I think the devil is the most useful. I think the Tower is the most useful. I think the Ten of Swords is one of the most useful. All those negative cards are actually really useful, Seven of Swords included. It points to where there's an actual problem, but it also points to where there's an opportunity for change. And this is your opportunity for change, Scorpio. We've got the Six of Wands here, which is you hold your head up high, Scorpio. You conducted yourself in the best manner towards this situation, energetically, universally. You know, you have not collected any bad karma here. The Woodward is about going within. The universe suggests that you go into deep healing, go into hermit mode. We're in a great season for it, actually, Scorpio. So we're still in winter, so hermit mode, get under them blankets, sip your herbal teas, read your books, pet your cat. What are your plans? Whatever brings you peace is what you need to be doing at the moment, Scorpio, because you're dealing with what is kickstarting a new journey, because that's what the Guardian is. The Guardian is about facing something that is quite scary, something that you don't really want to do. It actually gets you onto a new path and a new journey by doing so. Even though it feels dark now, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you, and drop me a comment, because I get to see how the energy is working for you, but I don't get to see what's going on in the physical. I'm always hanging out down there, guys, so drop a comment. It would be great to connect with you. And if you want to take a deeper dive into your personal situation, check the description box for all of my Calendly one-to-one meetings on Zoom, readings on Zoom, and also my written readings as well. And with that, Scorpio, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Okay, next up we've got Saggy. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 4 Aces, there's a timestamp at the beginning of the video where I run through the spread and what it means. For those of you who are familiar, we're just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can you show me Saggy, please? Can you show me Sagittarius, please? Can you show me Saggy? Can you show me Saggy, please? Can you show me Sagittarius, please? Can you show me Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Saggy's Ace of Swords. What's on your mind, Saggy? What are you thinking about? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Sagittarius, please. For Sagittarius. Can you show me Sagittarius, please? Okay, couple of shuffles for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, please. Sagittarius. What does Saggy need to know? Or what's Saggy thinking about, shall I say? What does Saggy know? The Ace of Swords, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Somebody hurt you, but from this hurt, it's actually springing up, you know, a realization that you are worth more, and then how can you start putting that energy into yourself to actually turn this negativity into a positive, into something that's going to benefit you, and also more importantly, to make sure that you don't face any of that heartache ever again. If you're not resonating with the Sag, then check one of your other placements. For those of you who are, then we're going to take a deeper dive into the Ace of Cups and see what's going on in there. Okay, what's going on in that heart space, Sag? Let's have a look. Can you please show me Sagittarius, please? Ace of Cups for Sagittarius. Three of Cups, there you go. The Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so that's exactly what you're doing. So you are trying to engage with energies that make you feel good. You're going out, you're having a good time, you're trying new things, surrounding yourself with your community. Basically, everyone who makes you feel good and give back to you is welcome. However, while you were doing so, you're still feeling an energetic pull or tug. I said pug. So I want to say pull and tug, pug. An energetic tug on your heartstrings to whoever caused this Three of Swords. You're trying to give a barrier up to it, but you're finding it very difficult. They might also, for some of you, they might be doing that physically, like sending you text messages, trying to bother you somehow, but you're like, no, I just want to focus on good things now, and you hurt me, so, but you're still feeling a little tug, either energetically, spiritually, or they are like tapping you on the shoulders and sending you little text messages, check-ins or something like that. Basically, there's a lack of boundaries here between the old and the new. But you are trying, you are still looking forward. You are trying, Sag, I see that. Right, the Ace of Wands, please. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We will reverse, we take it reversed, and then we've got the Four of Cups in the upright.
some of you, no, all of you, you end up turning back towards this energy here that hurt you. I think you have unanswered questions. I don't think you're going back, because you're showing me the Knight of Pentacles returning, not the Knight of Cups, not the Knight of Wands. If you were doing those two, I'd be like, whoa, Sag. No, I think you actually start engaging with them, but it's more to get closure, because you've got the Nine of Swords here, and it's in reverse. So I think your intention, which is what Ace of Wands is about, your intention is to engage with this person, individual or something, whatever it is, to get some closure, to get some information, to get something out of them, like, why did this happen? Why did you treat me that way? Why did you break my heart? Why did you fire me? Whatever it was. It's like an information gathering exercise for you, Saggy. And it's to help with your emotional clarity, the Four of Cups, because you feel like you're missing an aspect of this. As part of this where you're like, I don't understand. I did everything right. I treated them really well. Why didn't they let me go? Whether that be work, partnerships, whatever, there's something missing that you're like, for some reason you can't move on until you know something about this. Get some of those questions, unanswered questions, answered. So the Knight of Pentacles is more of a practical energy than a romantic or impulsive one. So that's why I think you're going back for something that you feel you need at this time, not just because you're like, oh, I'm just going to melt into them again, that sort of thing. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Can I get the Ace of Pentacles? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, we've got the Six of Wands. Okay, just make you feel better. The Queen. Yeah, clarity. You need clarity on something. The Queen of Swords. And then the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Queen of Swords. The Six of Wands. You get some answers out of them. It kind of frees you and it really lightens your heart space after hearing it. Something that's just bothering you, and that's why you've been energetically tied to them. It's like a release. And then it can free you up for new love. Aces mean new. Also can mean renewal, but I don't know, I do see you turning your back on whoever this is. If you notice, both of these cards are facing away again. The Six of Wands, you're like, do you know what, I feel really good. They give you some reason or some words or something that you're like, oh, okay, it's not that then. Oh, I feel great, I can move on now, that sort of thing. Okay, can I please get some opportunities or obstacles that are coming through for Saggy, please? Can I get the Ace of Swords for Sagittarius? The Ace of Swords for Saggy, please. The Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. The Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. Opportunity or obstacle, please. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, you feel like you're stuck because you need to be liberated from wherever you are. This heartache, this, you know, you really want to just do things for yourself at this time, but you feel like you need some answers. You need some clarity over what happened, because as part of this is not making any sense to you. Well, do you know, I feel like taking this one, yeah, the Knight of Swords, yeah, it's going back. Knight of Swords, information. That's what, there's still an information exchange, or there will be soon. But at the end of this information exchange, you actually feel a lot better about yourself and stronger to move forwards. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups has been a very busy card across decks, actually. Seven of Cups, yeah, it's confusion, illusion, fantasy, not knowing what was real, what wasn't, you know? It's almost like you go back and go, did you ever love me? I just need to know that. Well, yes, I did. Oh, okay, I can move on. I knew it was real. I think some of you don't even know if this was real or not, or what you felt, or what this person, what you meant to this person, or something like that. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but that's the energy. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you will be tempted to stay there when you go back. It's like the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is reminding you, like, this is an information recovery mission only. This is not to revisit an old connection that did not work, because all it will do is repeat the cycle. It's a practical mission. Reach out, ask your questions, get your answers, get out. That's all. Okay, can I get some universal advice, please, for Sag? Can I get some universal advice for Saggy, please? Universal advice for Saggy. Universal advice for Sagittarius. The Six of Stones in reverse. That's the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We're not reversed currently. Right, okay. Ooh. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, these. This one. The King of Swords. Yeah, it's like King of Swords is about getting clarity over a situation and something that was unbalanced, something that still bothers you. And your Two of Stones, that's a connection challenge. Why was this such a challenge? Why didn't this work out? Why did you ignore me? Or why didn't you, make me my favourite soup last week when you said you would? It's like you need to know the answer. And once you get it, you stop being irked by it. I'm not saying you're fully healed and you just move on, but it helps. It certainly helps you. But as the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is here to remind us, recover information, recovery only. Not stay. Okay? The Knight of Pentacles does not enjoy doubling back on himself, but he will do it if he believes it's going to serve a purpose to progression. Whereas the Knight of Wands doesn't care. Like, if it's Knight of Wands, he'll go in any direction you want. Like, if it feels good, he'll do it. Knight of Cups, if it feels meaningful, that you think they can reconnect and stay, he'll go in reverse. But the Knight of Pentacles is particularly one who does not like being in reverse. No. Anyway, Sag, I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. So I'm waffling on about the Knight of Pentacles. He's my Knight in Virgo, so I like him a lot. He's my favourite. But overall, your universal advice is it's something that's bothering you, something feels imbalanced, and you want to go back to address that. You need some clarity. King of Swords over the situation. Okay, Saggy. Now I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you, and do drop in the comments below how this is manifesting in your 3D. I get to see the energies here on the table, but I don't get to see how you guys are experiencing them, and I'm always hanging out down there, Saggy, so drop me a line. It'd be great to connect with you. And if you are interested in taking a one-to-one deeper dive into the energies here on the table for you, then please check my description box below for all of my one-to-one readings and my written readings as well. And then with that said, I'm going to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are unaware of the 4 Aces, there's a little timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I run through the spread and what it means. For those of you who are aware, then we're just going to jump straight into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can you please show me the Ace of Swords for Capricorn, please? Ace of Swords for our happy Cappies. What's on your mind, Capricorn? Let's look at the Ace of Swords here. The Ace of Swords for Capricorn. The Page of Wands. The Sun. And the Knight of Cups. A very happy Cappies today. Okay, so you've reached some clarity of a connection. It means quite a lot to you. It seems very clear. It seems to be going very well. And you're opening up to them slowly. I think the heart space, the emotional investment's kind of there. It's going somewhere. But it's, in terms of like the physical, meeting up, doing things, that seems to be new. You're taking slower action towards them than the measure of your feelings. So you're basically trying not to run away with yourself there, Capricorn, which is good. Which is good. You're being open, you're showing interest, but you're also not throwing yourselves at them, you're letting them come to you a little bit, which is good, Cappy. Now, if this isn't resonating with you, Capricorn, just pop over to another placement in the timestamp below. For those of you who are staying on with us, let's take a deeper dive into that Ace of Cups. Okay, the Four of Cups, the Empress, Death. This is new, okay. You're aware, at least from another connection, not this one, learning from mistakes. Now, I don't want to call them mistakes like you did something wrong. I don't think you did something wrong. I think before you've gotten kind of led with your heart. This time you're leading with action instead. You're showing me with the Death card, I'm doing things differently this time. The way that you're doing it now is more productive. The Empress, okay, also makes you feel more empowered, a little bit more in control. And then the Four of Cups in this position really points to you, trying to keep your emotions in check and trying to not act on emotion or act on impulse or something like that. You're like, nope, I'll just be happy with the way things are. Okay. Can I get the Ace of Wands, please, for Cappy? The Ace of Wands for Capricorn, please. The Five of Swords, Judgment, and the Tower. Oh, what happened, Cappy? I don't believe this is your energy. I think this might be the energy attached to you, and I wonder why you're staying back a little bit. That's the thing with the Ace of Wands is, and tomorrow's all the aces. Sometimes I see your energy, sometimes I see the energy moving towards you. This is not your energy. This is their energy. They have been through a lot, okay? I'd say it wasn't even that recently. You might be dealing with someone who's just been fresh out of another connection. They want to move forwards. I believe energetically they are drawn to you. However, they show me Five of Swords, which means conflict of the mind. So they're not showing me conflict of the heart, they're not showing me conflict of the will or the physical desire, that would be Wands, of the mind specifically. Yeah. They're making a decision on where they're going in general. So you are wise to hold back on actually taking action towards this person. Now I see why you're not taking any action towards this person, or you're taking little actions towards this person. You are trying not to get emotionally invested. I can see their energy. Why not? They're going through a huge transformation. They have two major arcana on the Five of Swords. They're at conflict with what their reality is versus what they want their reality to be. They want to be in a good place for you so that they can invest and do what you do. Well, what people do, sorry. But they've just gone through something huge, so they're not quite ready yet. And that stresses them out. Okay, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. Yeah, there's the reflection there. The Ten of Swords have been through something, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah. They're kind of hanging in there, holding things together by a thread. They're coming towards you, but very slowly. So you're King of Cups energy, their Page of Cups energy. If you notice, they're both looking at each other. So this is their energy still. Again, they are open to you in a heart-based level, but I don't think they're in life where they want to be able to invest in something deep and long-term. That doesn't mean that you can't be friendly, you can't still get to know each other, you can't still date. But when it comes to emotional investment, and I'm getting more romantic than anything else, they can only go so far because they are still learning to live without whatever it is that they've just lost and just be their own independent, autonomous person. They basically still got heartbreak in their energy field, which is blocking them from connecting with anyone else. So it's certainly not personal, Capricorn. They are showing me here when it comes to you. They wish that they were a bit further along in their healing journey, but people are where they're at, right? Okay, let's get some opportunities or obstacles that might be coming your way, Cappy. Start with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, please. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Whoa, that's too many, Capricorn. Sorry, guys. If only I had all day, I would. Believe me, I would. This is an interesting situation. Yeah, moving fast. What you're trying to avoid. The Knight of Swords supports the reading very well. Yeah, just don't move too quickly and try not to think about them too much. I know that sounds not nice, but that also helps to slow down any feelings of attachment there. Doesn't mean like forget about them and shove them out. I'm not saying you needing to do that. Just saying this is a very delicate energy that you're connecting with at the moment. They're in a very rocky place. So they might be here one day, gone the next. They've got emotional volatility in their energy. So to protect yourself, Capricorn, do not move in too fast with this person. But I think you already know that. Okay, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? And Queen of Swords. Yes, you're telling me yes. I already know that. That's why you're like, don't get too much emotional investment. You know, just be there. It's good at the moment. It's good while it lasts. I mean, there's absolutely no shame in having a connection where it is in friends with benefits, situationship, however you want to see it. If you're both getting something out of it and you're both happy with it and you're happy with it staying like that, then by all means go for it. If you're looking for a deep connection and the one could possibly be this person, but not this person right now, then you need to clear up this energy first before they can let someone in. Alright, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. The King of Swords in reverse. They aren't saying that though. And we have the King and Queen of Swords there on the table, which means communication is needed. In some ways, I mean, communication comes in many ways. Capricorn isn't just verbal, it's also body language, it's also behaviours. And they're not being entirely clear or upfront with you exactly where they are emotionally with themselves. You can sense it, that's why you have an inner knowing. Queen of Swords is inner knowing, and then outer knowing is the King of Swords. That's telling people, that's being straight, logical, you know, I want to say cut of the mill. It's run of the mill, isn't it? Which means kind of boring. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, they're not being straight with you. But I think it's because they don't want to lose the connection. They clearly enjoy it. They've got their Page of Cups. They are enjoying their time with you. But I guess they're worried that all of this or what might be going on with them might frighten you away. I am seeing that maybe another romantic partner that they lost, but it could be maybe they lost a family member, maybe they lost their job. I'm just seeing learning to live without a kind of loss, and they're in a readjustment period. Right, can I get one for the Ace of Pentacles, please? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, the Three of Wands in reverse. Their energy is very closed at the moment because they're in healing. Again, it's not personal to you. They've made sure to let me know that. Okay, and not personal to you. It is that they just don't have the heart energy to open yet because the heart is still healing. Okay, can we get some universal advice, please, for Capricorn? Universal. Whoa. What have we got here on the cut? Yeah, we've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. I will shuffle again. We've got the 10 of Wands in reverse. Sorry, that was reverse. These are all reverse. And the Two of Stones in reverse. They've come away from a connection. They're trying to find their happiness again, but it's hard. And that's happiness within themselves as well. They're in 10 of Cups. And then they can share their 10 of Cups with you. But anyway, let's shuffle in. See if we can get some more advice for you, Cappy. Sorry, Cappy. I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Right, can I please get... Apologies. Some advice for Capricorn, please, for Cappy. Any more advice for Capricorn, please, for Capricorn? For Capricorn? Okay, these are, yeah, 7 of Stones, healing. This is a card of healing, look. Okay, this person's still healing. Okay, can I... Anything else for Capricorn? This is the Knight of Swords, okay, and the Tower. If you rush into this, then it will go wrong. It's pretty much what's being said here. They might have a tendency to, so if they come on strong and basically want to avoid somebody using you as a rebound, Capricorn. Now, I'm not saying that they are, but if this moves too quickly, it could definitely manifest as that. So take it steady, take it slow, get to know each other. If you're just having a superficial thing, then enjoy it for what it is, okay? If you're looking for something deeper and to move quickly and deeply, which to be honest is never really wise anyway, this ain't your gig, but it depends what you want, Capricorn. Tarot doesn't tell you what to do, it just shows you the energy around the situation. Okay, Capricorn, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. And if you want to take a deeper dive into this situation, Cappy, then please check the links below for my one-to-one Zoom readings and my written readings as well. And do drop a comment. I'd like to see how these are playing out for you in the 3D. I get to see the energy, but I don't get to see what's actually going on. So it's great to connect with you down there. I'm always hanging out in the comment section, guys. And with that, Cappy, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next one, take care. Right, Aquarius, happy birthday, Aquarius. We're right in your season. How are we doing? Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. For those of you who are new here and not aware of the 4 Aces, there was a timestamp section at the beginning of the video where I explain the 4 Aces and what they mean. For those of you who have been here before, we are going to get started into your Ace of Swords. Okay, can you show me the Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please? What's on Aquarius's mind? Show me Aquarius, please. Can you show me Aquarius? Can you show me Aquarius, please? Can you show me Aquarius? Show me Aquarius, please. Can you show me Aquarius? Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Ace of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords. It looks like you have really made up your mind on something, Aquarius. The 9 of Wands and Death. Something's got to change because it's hurting you too much. You can't do it anymore. That was quite cut and dry, Aquarius. Thank you. You're like, yes, double aces. When double aces come out, it's double Ace of Swords. I know you're going to be very clear with me. If this isn't resonating with you, Aquarius, then check one of the other placements. For those of you who this is resonating for and you're staying on, let's take a little deeper dive and go to your Ace of Cups. Okay, what's hurting you, Aquarius? You show me. Show me so we can talk about it. What's hurting you, Aquarius? What's hurting you? 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Someone that you are, I'm getting romantic here. Something about how someone you love is behaving in your home environment. It's affecting you directly. You're showing me, you're like, I'm worth more than this. I'm worth better treatment than this. Maybe you live with somebody and I mean, I hear this a lot. I get it a lot. Is, you know, you get people in an established connection, they live together, but they spend literally no time together. You're showing me that your passionate self is kind of feeling a little bit squeezed and under pressure. Like there's no release there. The Queen of Wands needs release, she needs freedom. At the moment, she's being pressed down by a heavy weight of the Ten of Pentacles. So you've got your responsibility and your commitments to this person. You love them. There is a deep connection there, but something about the passion and drive is missing and it's hurting you. And you've made up your mind that something about this needs to change because it's affecting your energy now. Okay, in the Ace of Wands, please. Ace of Wands for Aquarius. The Ace of Wands for Aquarius. She's like, I love them. I find them attractive. They are part of my stability. They're part of my makeup, but something is just... something's not right, something's hurting you. So you know logically that this is not right, that your emotions are very deeply tied to whoever this is. Okay, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. You're showing me your passion and your outlet is what's under pressure here. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Do you want something new? God, Pentacles, Ace, 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 Ace. This has been on your mind for a while, hasn't it, Aquarius? Yeah, Wheel of Fortunes. This is something, this is a big change coming in. And the Hermit. Yeah, you're feeling lonely. Hermit. You feel like you're connected to this person. You're sharing a space with this person somehow. They might not be in your house. Some of you, I think they are. But they're close to you. And you're like, I'm close to them, but I feel like I'm on my own. It's been going on for a while. And you're like, it's time for a change. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. You're time for something new. There needs to be something different. You can't keep doing this. You can't be alone in a connection anymore. The Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Justice. Something needs to be rebalanced. Star. A new wish, a new dream, a new hope. Like the things that you wanted from this. Where's it going? 10 of Cups. That's your happiness with others, happiness within the family unit. That's what needs to be addressed. You are unhappy. You feel isolated in your connection. I'm not seeing this person energetically on the table at all, so I don't know if they are absent physically from you. Emotionally, I would say so. Intimately distant, yes. Got Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Something needs to be said. The waters are going to break somehow. It's reaching a boiling point. I can feel the energy on the table. Okay, can I please get the Ace of Swords, please? Ace of Swords. We're now looking at opportunities and obstacles for you here, Aquarius. Okay, Ace of Swords, please. The Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords for Aquarius, please. The Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is contract, marriage, Hierophant is marriage, or someone of that level to you. There is a contract, a soul contract here. And you're still committed to whoever this is. I don't see you waltzing out the door. I see you wanting to work on whatever this is. But it's whether or not they work with you as well, Aquarius. Right, can I get the Ace of Cups, please? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's just not working. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. What you're doing so far is not working. It's starting to feel like drudgery, day in, day out, same thing over and over again. The connection becomes more and more distant. You know, there was probably a time when you tried working on it or you tried to persevere through it, and it's just not, nothing's paying off. You don't really know what to do. But I have a feeling it's because they won't work on it. You're willing to work on it, but they are not. So therefore, it's not going to work. You need two parties to be involved in this because the connection runs both ways. Right, can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Your energy, your mental energy is muddled about it. I think you've run out of ideas on how to fix this. Queen of Swords, she's in a knowing. You're like, I don't know. I don't know. You know you don't want to go anywhere, but you know you don't want to still keep feeling like this. So it's like you're at a crossroads that seems to have no solution. Can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? You're like, I know you need a change. I need something new, but I do not know how to get there. Right, can I get the Ace of Pentacles, please? Seven of Swords on its side. Yeah, you've tried a lot. Seven of Swords, people think it's deception. It's also strategy. On its side, it's like you've tried a lot of things. It's mixed results, no results. Are you in this? Do they even love me anymore? Do I bother? Do I even keep trying? Is there even a new path for me? You're not seeing the whole picture though, Aquarius. Now, I'm not saying I know the whole picture, but energy, the cards are saying there's more of this picture than you need. I picked up the wrong deck to clarify for the universal advice, but it seems to be the deck the universe wants to be. Can you please show me Aquarius? Can I get some universal advice for Aquarius, please? Universal advice for Aquarius. Universal advice for Aquarius, please. Universal advice for Aquarius. Universal advice for Aquarius, please. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I know. You're like, I put effort into this. I put pentacles into this. It's like I got the saying, I gave them the best years of my life, that sort of thing. Right, okay. Temperance time, yeah, you have. And the Eight of Cups, as time goes on, you get more and more emotionally distant from this person. No matter what you do. Right, since it's your birthday, and it's the first reading of your birthday, I'm going back into your other deck because all this has done is just mirror what you've already told me. So I'm going to ask specifically, what can Aquarius do about this situation? What can Aquarius do? Sorry, the signs. I know you don't. I'm doing extra, but I can't leave that reading like that. Sorry. Right, can I please get some advice on what Aquarius should do, please? What Aquarius should do? It's telling me the outcome of what will happen if you continue down this road, which is you're just going to drift apart. Okay, how can we avoid this? Or at least, what should Aquarius do? Or what do you think? Advice for Aquarius's best outcome. For Aquarius's best outcome, please. Advice for Aquarius's best outcome. The Nine of Wands. The Magician. The Six of Cups. Have you sat down and, yeah, Page of Vessels underneath in the hidden depths of the Page of Cups? The energy of love is dwindling from this connection. It's almost hemorrhaging. There are wounds within you, but you can actually use those to your benefit to actually keep you closer. So think about trying to do something or could capture something from the past. There might also be a family member, someone close to you might be able to talk to about this. I'm getting specifically family member, someone who's been in this situation before. It's coming from your hurt though, the Nine of Wands again. Have you sat down and had a very honest conversation about how this makes you feel? Or have you been trying to do other tactics and strategies to try and get the desired result? This is like a head-on approach or nothing. Tell them, look, we used to be like this. Now we're like this. What happened? I need you to fix it. I need you to help me fix it, or else we go separate ways. It's not like an ultimatum. I don't ever suggest you give people ultimatums, but this is just based on how you feel, how you're feeling. Just say it's not going to work if you're not getting what you need to keep the connection together, to keep it alive. But at the same time, it's telling me, the cards are saying, you seem to be taking on the brunt of the responsibility for keeping this connection going. Ultimately, we have the divine gift of free will, whether we like how people use their free will or not. If this person doesn't want to cooperate, this person doesn't want to save the connection, this person doesn't want to try, emotional drift is really the only way the energy is going to go. You're both going to be pulled in different directions. I'm sorry I couldn't get more for you than that, Aquarius. I mean, I'm sure many of you have spoken your emotions, but one more try doesn't hurt. Alright, I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you, Aquarius. Heavy one today, but I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always hanging out down there, Aquarius, so if you just want to talk about it, I am there for you. And please, if you want to have a one-to-one reading on your situation, check the description box below for my Calendly links and also for my written readings as well. And with that, Aquarius, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. Until the next time, take care. Okay, next up we have Pisces, my lovely Pisces people. Welcome to your 4 Aces reading. I am just tidying up Aquarius's cards. But while I do, For those of you who are familiar with the 4 ACES, there is a timestamp section at the beginning of this video where I run through these 4 ACES spread and what it means. For those of you who are familiar, then we're going to go straight into your Ace of Swords and see what's on your mind, Pisces. Okay, can you show me Pisces, please? My lovely Pisces people, what you be thinking about, guys? Can you show me Pisces, please? Can you show me Pisces? Can you show me Pisces, please? Ace of Swords for Pisces. Ace of Swords for Pisces, please. Show me Pisces. Can you show me Pisces, please? Okay. 5 of Cups. Oh, Pisces, you'd be sad. What's going on? Let's talk about it. Something's on your mind, something's bothering you. 2 of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to not let it bother you, though. You're like, I'm just getting on with my day, I'm fine. But you're not fine. Clearly not fine. Thinking about it, but you're not showing that you're not fine. Heart space is closed off. You don't really want to deal with it. It's too painful to look at. It's too painful to deal with. Or maybe you don't even think there's a solution to this. You just like, keep calm and carry on, guys. And that sort of thing. Okay, well, that's not resonating with you, Pisces. Please check another timestamp. But for those of you who are staying on with us, let's go into the Ace of Cups and go a little bit deeper and see what this is all about. Can I see the Ace of Cups, please, for Pisces? Can I see the Ace of Cups for Pisces, please? The 2 of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Lovers. Ooh, there's a connection involved here that you want to move towards. Now, I don't know what's going on with this other person, but you are sad about it and you're pretending like, hey, I'm fine with this. You want to go rushing in towards them, but steady, not like a crazy person, but you're feeling that pull to move there in the heart space. I don't know if this person is currently tangled with somebody else, or maybe they live far away from you. Could be with the 2 of Wands there. There's some reason you cannot connect with them, and that's making you sad. But at the same time, you can't, or at least you feel that you cannot let on that it upsets you. You know, the Chariot, something like distance travel, trying to get to them, something like that. You actually like, no, I'm fine with that. That's cool. Almost like an unrequited love energy. Very similar to that. How can I get the Ace of Wands, please? The Ace of Wands before 4 Cups. Is you trying to suppress your emotions again, then the Sun. And you know you're doing it. Okay. You're like, nah, I'm just getting on with things. I got things to do. I don't even think about them. Not for a second. I'm busy on my new path. I don't believe it, Pisces, sorry. It's tough because there's a reason why you can't connect with this person, regardless if it's unrequited or they live a long way away or they just left you. You're really trying to just get on with business, not let it affect you too much, which I understand and in some degree is healthy, Pisces. However, you need to engage with your emotions. You're a very emotional little water sign, Pisces. If you suppress your emotions, and I've seen it, you know, I've got family members that are Pisces, and when they push their emotions down, they sometimes get physically ill. Okay? So don't do that, right? Sit with your emotions, be upset, be sad, wail, go to the bottom of the garden, dig a hole, scream into it if you need to. Just get the emotions out, don't bottle them inside. Okay? Oh. Yeah, you show me you're doing it on purpose. It's not like, sorry, Pisces, my hair's getting involved. It's not like you're like, oh, you know, I didn't realise it's an unpressed emotion in the deep depths of my subconscious. No. You're actively putting energy into ignoring your emotions and just carrying on and carrying on. All right, the Ace of Pentacles, please. The Ace of Pentacles, please, for Pisces. The Ace of Pentacles for Pisces, please. Yeah, the 3 of Wands. Page of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. There's still an energetic exchange with whoever this is, but but you're feeling physically distant from them. But there's an exchange, but there's a gap. There's a gap that's making you upset. Communication isn't what it once was. It's smaller. You basically miss them. You either miss them, or it's somebody you want to connect with and you can't because they're involved with someone else or far away, or something like that. but there's still an exchange, or there will be an exchange. It's in Pentacles. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, energetic tie, King of Swords, communication, the Four of Pentacles. You're still communicating with them. That's why they're still in your life in the physical somehow. But it's like they're just beyond reach. It's like that sort of thing. That's why you've got to pretend to be okay, because you don't really want them to know how upset you are that you cannot be closer than you currently are. Okay, can I get some opportunities or obstacles coming in for Pisces, please? Starting with the Ace of Swords. Opportunities or obstacles for Pisces, please. Yeah, Six of Cups. This is somebody that you know and are close to. They're in your vicinity. You're close to them. Someone you know, someone you're very fond of. They are also fond of you in return, but I think you maybe, or them. I mean, this role could be reversed, but there's someone's feelings of more than maybe it's like a friendship, or you want more, or they want more, something like that. The Eight of Wands in reverse. There has been a stalling in the communication, so you're not in contact as much as you once were. So there's the element of missing them, or you're not as close as you once were. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Swords on the side and the Two of Cups in reverse, yeah. King of Cups reversed. Yeah. This is tough. It's like you're trying to get over them while they're still in your life. So you can't, in some way, I mean, this could be the shopkeeper, the neighbour, like in some way they're in your life, there's an energy exchange, and you have to pretend that you don't have feelings for them. It could just be a crush. Could be a friend. You told them you wanted to be a lover and they said, well, okay, we need to talk less. Whatever the specific situation is to you, that's how the energy is for Pisces. Okay, can I get some advice for Pisces, please? Can I get some advice for Pisces? Advice to Pisces, please. Advice for Pisces, please. Advice for Pisces. Some of you are no longer speaking at all, but I do see an actual exchange here. Six of Pentacles. Right, can I see, so I might just be a minority of you that are in no contact with whoever this is. Right, can I get some advice for Pisces, please? Yeah, the Four of Cups, you're ignoring it again, the world, yeah, and the Eight of Aries. You're just all in your head at the minute, you're bottling it all in. You realise whatever this is not going to be fixed, at least not now, or it's not going to come together, at least not now. So you're like, okay, I know I need a new beginning. I know I need to get over this. It's incredibly hard. I'm in my head. I'm just going to hide away and just hope that the feelings go away by themselves. And they will. It just depends how long you want it to take. So if you just ignore your emotions entirely, it's going to take longer. If you actually sit with them, you know it's uncomfortable, but you'll get through it a lot faster because you'll actually be processing the energy out. Uncomfortable, but efficient. Anyway, Pisces, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you, and let me know in the comments how this is panning out for you. This is very sad, Pisces. It is. So, not a bit of a heavy read, but I hope that it helped you nonetheless. And if you want to have a one-to-one personal reading with me, then check the description box below, and I will see you in the next one, Pisces. Take care, my darlings. Okay, collective, we're back in the room. Time for the closing reading, whereby I get each of the aces has a final word for us all. What a lovely start to the Aquarius season. I'm seeing a lot of the energies here in the room with us, you know, taking on new things. That's great. Right on time, guys. I'm going to push the energies down, the cards down a little bit further, a little bit clearer, and we'll get a final advice, pulling one card for each for the collective. Okay, can we please see a final word from the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles? A final word from the cards, please. A final word from the Aces for the collective. Final word from the Aces. Okay. A couple of shuffles. Okay, final word from the Ace of Swords is Four of Wands. From the Ace of Cups, we have the High Priestess. Nice. From the Ace of Wands, we have Justice. And from the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Two great cards of grounding here. Although I know the Four of Pentacles does have its negative side. It does. And I think that's why we're seeing two here. Be careful what you guys commit yourselves to. And hanging on for things that aren't serving you for too long. That's what these energies mean. Under the Ace of Cups and the High Priestess is if you keep your heart open and follow your intuition. And you can have when people say keep your heart open, it's very vague, right? Keeping your heart open means even if you're in pain, it doesn't mean be open to new people coming in. No, it just means feel your heart. That's keeping your heart open. Feel your heart. Feel what your heart wants to say. It has its own intelligence. Why do you think that you can know someone is bad for you, but you still love them? Makes no sense. Nobody understands why. It's because the heart has its own intelligence, but its intelligence, it's intuitive. Its intelligence comes from the High Priestess. Listen to your heart, okay, and what it's trying to tell you. With the Justice card, sometimes you have to act to enable justice to come into your life. So it's either you literally go out and find something that you need, that creates justice, or you clear someone away and allow the universe to deliver what it is that you need. That is also justice. It depends on your actions, whether things balance out for you quicker or later. So sooner rather than later, I guess. And then with the Four of Pentacles here, it's about hanging on to the present moment, staying in the moment, being with who it is that you are right now, being happy with who you are right now. Or it's one is, I always think happiness is a high shot. No one can be happy all of the time. It's not possible. Happiness is very closely related to excitement. Imagine being excited every single day. It would be emotionally draining and exhausting, right? You can't do it. It's not sustainable. Contentment. And that comes through staying present, hanging on to what's real, what's in the room, what you're doing now, what you've got to focus on, okay? You will then manifest what comes in. You allow the universe space to manifest good things that come into you. And it also stops overthinking, which actually clouds your heart space and doesn't let you communicate with that heart energy that we all desperately need when we're traveling new journeys, particularly if we're traveling painful ones. And it's staying about your commitment to self here with the Ace of Swords, your commitment to what's right, your commitment to what is just. And of course, connections coming in, they have to also put in as much effort as you. And it's not just, okay, I promise I might put in enough effort later down the line. It's like, no, it's about you having them being very clear. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to help you. This is what I can provide or give or whatever. When I say provide, I don't mean do everything. I mean, you're also giving to them as well. Equal give and take. That's why the number 4, it's solid because both sides have 2. Both are giving equal energy towards the connection. You have to know that that's what's happening, not just feel it might happen one day. Actually have the evidence right there in front of you. And we're all going to be good. I think it's going to be a wonderful Aquarius season. We've had a hard couple of seasons here within the collective, within the cards. Some of you are still releasing difficult energies, as to be expected. We have only tiptoed into 2026. But you're all setting yourselves up to have a real great one as we go through the year. And I cannot wait to be on that journey with you guys. Anyway, I'm going to leave the readings here for you collective. I really hope that they helped, and thank you so much for sharing your energy here with me. I absolutely love it when you come and chill with me here in the Zen Den. Until next time, collective, take care.